Oh, sorry. It's 2 days in a row. Once again, how unprofessional of myself. But yeah, the missing 16-year-old camper named Kiely Rodni was found dead in her car in the lake. But the rescue diver on the scene, well, he says that it reeks of foul play. So let's see. Okay, if she was murdered, who did it, right? Well, we got Jill Brooks joining us today. She loves, not death stuff, but murder mystery stuff, right? So she's going to be filling us in. I'm out of breath from running for the coffee.
Cigars.
Cigars.
It's Kofifi.
She's going to fill us in. Plus, also, do you want your child being taught by a male teacher with triple F boobs? I do. Oh, my God.
What?
Has it gone too far?
Wait. She's a shop teacher at that?
Very good, Ben.
I feel like that is a hazard.
Wait until you...
That, I can see, man, I want to be in the class with them kids right now just to hear what they saying.
It looks like it's very cold in that class.
At least she doesn't teach health class.
Right. So wait until you learn about what's going on in Canada, eh? Oh, boy. It's a boot to get boozy.
Boy.
So, yeah. And then on top of it, yes, this time it will happen. Jill Brooks of JillBrooksBeauty.com will spill the beans, all the while giving out pointers on how to look good. Yeah. Too easy. You want to stick around for today because we got this and so much more here today on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.
He doesn't wonder what it's like on the ground in Afghanistan. He's been there, serving our country and defending Lady Liberty.
Absolutely.
It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
What's going on? My name is Joe Padula, host of the show. I am a veteran, not a victim. Appreciate your time. No doubt. Former soldier, 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault, the Mighty Strike Brigade. 5 presidential unit citations, most in any Army unit. That's right.
What?
The PUC, Presidential Unit Citation Award.
What is that?
Strike. That's when, that's the best, it's like the Medal of Honor for a brigade.
No, all right.
Right. It's the highest award a unit can be awarded.
No, okay.
We got it for Normandy. We got it for Bastogne. We got it in Vietnam. We got it in Afghanistan. And yes, we also got it, I forget where else.
I got it in my B-boy stand.
Yeah. No doubt. But yes, I appreciate your time. And let us know where you're watching, listening from. And don't forget to leave those comments. And also, make sure to subscribe, share the whole bit. What's wrong with my keyboard here? What did I knock over with this nonsense?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, hey, all these sites. Check it out. Rumble's doing pretty good for us.
No.
Not bad. Rumble is a great alternative to YouTube. You know how YouTube is a-hole?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get everybody on the screen here. I'll tell you, we'll go to this. Here we go. There's all 4 of us in studio. What's up, Jill Brooks?
What's up?
How was your week?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a good one.
You turned me on to this story about the young kid that was missing, but they found her.
Yeah.
It's a sad story.
Awful.
Bay, have you heard about this?
I've seen it, but I haven't got a chance to read it yet.
Chris, you follow a YouTube channel.
I do.
What is that YouTube channel?
Adventures with Purpose.
And what do they do?
So they are self-proclaimed, and the recovery divers that go after cold cases.
Okay.
They normally get brought in by family or friends of people that have been missing for at minimum 8 years. But they got a request to come join and help look for Kiely.
Okay, well, here I got the... I'm going to be pulling up...
So, what are the most difficult...
This information first. Where is it? Here it is. This is the video I want.
And by the way, they do it all for free.
No, that's not the video I want. We're going to get into... we'll show you that in just a moment.
That's the Wolf of Wall Street.
Here we go. Well, let's see. Where am I? Thank you for your patience, by the way. I'm all over the place today.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
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 It's Friday.
Oh, that stupid song. Is she still alive?
I have no idea.
Rebecca
Yeah, she's
Black?
still alive.
Rebecca Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably serving fries with McDonald's. She's a one-hit wonder.
Like, you never want to be a one-hit wonder that's like a goof. You know
right.
what I mean?
If that's your hit.
Right.
You know.
Because then you have to be
If
a
it's a
goof.
joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no different
As
than that.
long as you get paid, that's all that matters.
See, Bay makes sense.
Exactly. She
Kinda
might
like-
be flipping burgers, but at least she's doing that
Oh
with
yeah,
some
she
Gucci
get
on.
she get that residual.
Well, here's the thing. She owns the burger joint, probably.
Yeah.
That's why.
Exactly.
All right, so here we go. Let me go to, boom. I'm on the Daily Mail. It reeks of foul play, says a diver who found the California teen Kiely Rodni. Am I pronouncing her name
Rodni.
right? Rodney.
Yeah.
Like Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you get no respect.
Oh. Oh, I'm a terrible swimmer, I swear. No, I'm sorry. It's too soon. Well, the submerged car, it doubles down on a claim that her death is suspicious because body was in back seat
Right.
when 2 windows were open.
Yeah.
Ish.
So one of the
Ish.
windows was down. One of the windows was halfway down. There's
Well-
question as to whether the window that was all the way down,
Let's
whether
start-
that was broken out.
Let's
or
start
not.
from the beginning. All right?
Yeah.
The timeline.
Which is, it's a little sketchy. There's so many different timelines depending upon what you're looking at. That's part of the craziness of the story.
Yeah, we got to make sure you get the tow truck guy in there.
So they had a party, okay?
Yeah.
They were having a party out in
Yep.
Lake Tahoe area.
Yeah. Prosser Lake.
Prosser Lake.
Okay.
Yes.
In Truckee, California.
Truckee, California.
And
yeah.
so they're out there, and was this party supervised, or was it a bunch of 16-year-olds?
Well, it was a planned party. This was like a senior send-off. They set up. There were people that were actually, like
What are-
hosting the party, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of her friends that was on the news was one that helped set up the
Yeah.
party, and then after they found her body, she quickly became quiet.
yeah,
This
Sammy.
morning, the urgent investigation and desperate search for a missing 16-year-old girl. Law enforcement scouring the area Monday after Kiely Rodni disappeared from this campground in Northern California near Lake Tahoe.
I bet it's beautiful out there, too, huh?
Oh yeah.
We have no plans to leave any stone unturned until we get Kiely home.
The sheriff's department currently treating the case as a potential abduction. Other agencies as well as the FBI also involved in the investigation. Rodney was last seen at a campground
Oh,
party
my bad.
along with between 200
Sorry
and
about that.
300 other teens on Saturday in the early morning hours. Kylie's mom party along with between 200 and 300 other teens.
Wait, this is a huge party.
Huge party.
Huge party.
There had to been supervisors, right?
No.
I'm sure.
No.
No?
There was a lot of drinking and drugging.
Yeah.
So if there were supervisors,
It's kind of like
know.
out in the woods,
Yeah.
so to speak.
For predators, this is like shooting fish in a
Yep.
barrel. Is that the
Yep.
well,
phrase?
and that's the thing. They said that there's a lot of older.
They did.
Allegedly, there were some older men there.
They did make an arrest
That was
of
another man,
a sex criminal.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not jump
There's
ahead.
so much. There's so
teens
much.
on Saturday in the early morning hours. Kylie's mother got a
Sherry
text
Lynn goes totally sus. That means suspect
Yeah.
or suspicious.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm
Look at
learning.
you.
Yep. I'm dead ass, by the way.
Hooked on chronic worked for him.
Dead ass serious. All right, here we
her
go.
daughter around midnight
Pretty
about
girl.
coming home, but she never did.
I called her and I sent her texts too, and she didn't answer, and so that's when I knew that something was wrong.
Parent, you got to
Sammy
feel
Smith
bad for the
says
parents.
she was the last person to speak with her at the
That's
party.
Sammy.
early
Yeah, that's the
Saturday
one that
morning.
was setting
She
up
was
the
having
party.
a fun time at a party.
Wait, this is the friend?
Yeah, the one that helped set up
Wow.
that 200
Oh.
send off.
She
Speak
helped
her
with
at
the party.
early
We'll talk more
Saturday
about
morning.
Sammy.
Okay, so that's Sammy,
Morning.
the
She was
party
having a fun
organizer.
time at a party,
One
just
of.
being a teenager. Everything she drank, I drank out of. And there was nothing that seemed off about her.
Police say Rodney's phone has been out of service since the party. Her car, a silver Honda SUV like this one, also missing. Police are now asking anyone who attended the party to cooperate with the investigation.
We're just begging.
I think it's important to note that this is
Please come forward.
early in the
I'm serious.
investigation.
Yeah, this
this
was-
what
yeah.
we're watching.
Yeah, absolutely,
is
right. Right.
Prior to her being found.
Authorities say that because they cannot locate her car, they're treating this as an abduction and they are wide.
There's something wrong with her eyes,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
What is it? Is one bigger than the other?
She's seeing the future.
I think it's her eye makeup is a little unbalanced, so it's giving you that.
hitting the search
Illusion.
area.
See that? JillBrooksBeauty.com. Check it
This
out.
is what I'm here for.
Along with asking parents of other kids at the party that night to go through their kids' phones, look at pictures and video and social media, and see if there's anything that will help authorities piece together a timeline. Kana Whitworth, ABC News.
Yeah, there was one news report on it. This one is no. Stop showing this one.
Just really wants to get to the
God,
shop
that-
teacher.
it just
Clearly,
really just wants that to be played.
3B, 3C.
Yeah, 3. Here's
Police-
a video. Actually, this one is a video right before she
Yeah.
went missing.
Yep,
This
this
video.
is
This is the boyfriend.
social boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Actually, it's an ex-boyfriend.
But they don't look like ex-boyfriend here.
Well, this is not just right before. I mean, this was the last thing that I think that he posted, but it is
isn't
very
this-
clear from the beginning that he is an ex-boyfriend, not a current boyfriend.
Who dresses him? I mean, I don't mean to mock the guy, but
The internet.
like, listen, you're with a.
He's a teenage boy.
Yeah, I know, but
know.
does he think that's cool? Do you think he is sus? Jill?
I have questions.
Okay. I'm just. Chris, do you think he is sus?
Absolutely.
That means suspicious.
I have no doubt in my mind he's sus.
Bay, do you think he's sus? Because I don't know yet. I'm
I
just
don't-
learning about this, really.
I don't know. I don't know his attitude.
They don't seem like exes.
Well, this is not like, we're not talking just right before the party. This was just one of the last things he posted, and he has posted several tributes and what have you towards her. And
Yeah, I saw
you know,
those.
he is very much.
Maybe posting a little too much.
Well, yeah, and he definitely has given off the air even before they were supposedly broken up that he was really sad about this and
Look at
almost
those
insecure about breaking
talons.
up. You like them?
Oh my! Did you see those? Look at her.
Look, that's a knife hand from hell.
That's
Wow.
right. Don't come close.
Those are lethal.
I know. An actual weapon.
You're like Wolverine, but a girl. You're like Wolverine.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Overring.
Wolverine with an ova. Right? Women have those, right?
Sure.
Wolverine. All right, so good.
So yeah, I mean, just teenagers being teenagers, honestly.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dick with my.
Wait, what?
Ah! I'm gonna kick you in the dick with my heels.
Beep.
Oh. Kids having fun. Good for them.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they're just.
Wait, he wasn't the
kids.
one that was in the car with her the night of the party.
No, there was no guy with her in the car the night of the party.
Well,
Just females.
I mean,
Feels
afterwards.
that she's safe.
So here he is, and this is a friend.
So that's why we came here today, because I wanted to look around for myself, because I haven't been here yet.
He was
It
4
is an
hours
interview
away
you will
the night
only
of the
see
party.
here on
I don't-
Fox 40 News,
there
the
was a
boyfriend
guy
of missing.
alleged to be with her at
Right.
some point.
So he's 4 hours away. Why is he sus?
I
teen.
retract
Kyely
my
Rodni
sus from
launching,
him.
Yeah.
But he was the other guy.
So let's just
Sammy's
talk. Let's just
18?
cover this. Let's just
his-
cover
Okay.
the Jagger thing.
Yeah.
So he was 4 hours away. He was not there at the party when he found out she was missing. He came to see what he could see and figure out what was going on.
He was still a puppy in love.
And
Jagger.
there
That's the
is-
guy's
Jagger,
name.
yes.
They named their son Jagger.
I kind of think it's cute.
Yeah, it's
you don't
okay.
like it?
It's all right.
So
Unless you drink and it's
there
bigger.
was a tow truck driver that supposedly found AWP, Adventures with Purpose, on the side of the road, stopped himself and said, "Hey, I got some information."
Mm-hmm.
That's how he came across this. And he said a lot of things. Now you can't hardly find the videos. They're very hard to find. But he said that he saw Kylie and another boy in her vehicle the morning after the party, possibly. He couldn't be sure of the date. That was one of the things that was really a big red flag for me, because he was like, it might have been Friday, it might have been Saturday. I don't really know. How do you not know?
Maybe he was a tow truck guy, just wanted to get some.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. And especially now that
some
Adventures with
light.
Purpose they put that video up with their interview, then they've taken it down. If you go on YouTube and you try to find it, it's really hard to find. You cannot find it in its entirety. You can find little clips. But he said that there was a guy and a girl. It was definitely Kiely. That's how he recognized everything that went on. He saw a missing poster and he remembered, that's the girl that I saw. That's Kiely.
Chris, can you see if you can get that audio?
And he said that there was very suspicious behavior. The girl and the guy were on opposite sides of the car. The girl said she had been out all night. Her car was dead. They were just acting very odd, staying on opposite sides of the vehicle. And she was asking really, really odd questions, like she was uncomfortable. Kiely, they say. Or this tow truck driver is the only one to say this, said that Kiely was asking questions about how you buckle your seatbelt and wanted specific details. Some say that they possibly were trying to keep them from going to the back of the car, and that maybe this wasn't even Kiely. Maybe this was Sammy. Maybe this was Mags. Maybe this was Kate, somebody else that was involved, a friend of hers. And that Kiely was in the back of the car the whole time, and they just didn't want this tow truck driver to go to the back of the car. They realized the reason that the car wouldn't start was because the car was in neutral, and so that told a lot of people that this wasn't somebody who normally drives this car. But obviously, they said this girl looked pretty haggard, and she had been out all night, so they don't know. But there's just a lot of questions that I have about the tow truck driver. I don't know how much I believe that.
Why?
Initially, I really did. He just didn't seem very confident in his stories. Why was he going to adventure? Why did he just stumble across adventures with purpose? Why didn't he call the cop? I mean, there were so many different things. Law enforcement has been asked directly, can you confirm this? Is this something that's real? And they will not speak on it. So I think that says a lot. And law enforcement still does not have anything to say about this tow truck driver, has not changed her last known sighting. And there is record. There's dash cam front and back in the tow truck car, in the tow truck of the entire thing. There is a record from where they called AAA, and she said her phone was dead. But if her phone was dead, how did she call AAA? And she used the guy's phone.
The guy, and he called.
But why
the
would
guy's
he
phone
not
back.
call? Why would he not? Why would she not call her mom if that was her? Why would she not? Apparently, she had a really good relationship with her mom and could have called her mom and said, hey, I'm drinking, I'm drunk, please come and get me. There would have been no questions asked.
Well,
here's just a lot.
Here's the phone call.
I have it up.
All right, August 6th, because that's the morning that she went missing, right?
12:36 phone call was actually to Sammy.
Yeah, so
her phone pinged at 12:33. That was the last ping that it had. It was right near Prosser Lake. Then her phone went dead. Her phone apparently came back on, or she turned it back on at 12:36, called Sammy and said, hey, did you find a ride home? Which Sammy had already told her that she found a ride home. And there's a lot of stuff with that too. And that was it. That was the last apparently that they had heard from her, unless this tow truck driver is telling the truth.
And then Kylie's mom woke up and realized Kiely wasn't home.
Yes.
Kylie's mom woke up, realized she wasn't home. She checked Kylie's phone location. How do you do that?
So you can use
like Find My Friends,
Life
360.
Okay. Saying her last location was at the Prosser campground.
Right.
Honestly, that tells me it was probably Find My Phone and not Life 360, because Life 360 would tell you that the phone was dead. It would tell you a lot of different information.
But it would tell you where the last location the phone was.
Also, that as well.
So then the mom called Kylie's best friend. Is that Sammy? Who's no, Sammy's the organizer. I'm sorry.
Sammy says that her and Kiely are really, really close. However, they don't follow each other on social media. They're not following each other on Instagram. They're not friends on social media. But Sammy has put herself in the middle of this. I am. Yeah, I think I've got questions for her.
I can say that because I got best friends. We're not friends on social media.
You're not? But think about a 16-year-old girl.
Jill, is Bay sus?
Are you sus? I mean,
is Bay sus in this?
Sammy's 18.
No.
Sammy's 18.
Yeah. All right.
Kylie's 16. Sammy put herself in the middle of this and said, we're really close friends. We're really good friends. We were together all night. Why aren't there pictures of them together? Why aren't there's just a lot of questions?
So, well, there could be on her phone if they find her phone, which I think they may have.
I feel like they probably have. There was some issue with them pulling the vehicle out of the lake after it was found.
So when did they find?
So AWP came out on August
23rd?
21st, 22nd,
Right.
around in there.
Right around there.
And this is somewhere that the police had already searched. At this point, they had tens of thousands man hours.
Adventures with Purpose.
And Adventures with Purpose found it as soon as they called and located. They went down and did a whole video of it. They located her, saw that she was in the car, in the very back of the car, took note of everything that was going on with the vehicle. They called authorities, and they said that something that was different about this case versus other cases, that the authorities said, thank you so much. I want you to be a spectator. Y'all can leave. We'll handle this from here, even though this is something that Adventures with Purpose specializes in. They deal with retrieval and taking these vehicles out and preserving as much evidence as possible.
Adventures with Purpose has, I want to say, on the realm of like 30 to 32 cold cases solved.
What is
so they're
very good, right?
Yes,
they're very well.
What is this laptop?
So that's kind of one of those things. So when law enforcement retrieved the car, instead of Adventures with Purpose said that they would have risen it the way it was, which was found upside down. They would have taken it out that way to preserve as much as they could have.
What,
and
the car?
They also, yes,
Right.
and they would have also sealed off those windows to make sure nothing fell out. Well, in the process, law enforcement decided to flip the vehicle underwater and then pull it out, and they did not secure the windows. So one of the windows was broken out in the process of it getting pulled out.
So the car in the lake was upside down.
Upside down, yep.
Okay.
In 14 feet of water.
All right.
That's not very much.
Okay. Well, I mean, someone could drown in 8 inches of water.
I know, but
you know
for
what I
them
mean?
to already have looked at this lake and not found anything.
So there's a question as to if the car was placed after the search.
Right. That's the question.
So, because there's no way that anybody would be able to miss this.
Police was treating it as an abduction.
Yes.
Okay.
And I got that tow truck.
Yeah.
If you need
Well, yeah. What did he say? Is it long?
It's 3 minutes.
No. Here, let's see what he has to say now.
Come on.
Assistance program.
It says a female asking weird questions.
She was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly? And like, okay, and then she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt.
Now, he does claim that there's video of it all, of him. So, there may be, the police
Right.
may have
You
taken
said
it.
All right.
you went to Boca.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
enough.
Boca
That's
Lake.
enough of him. But
Yeah.
yeah, so if they got video.
But why won't the police come forward and say, yes, this is our last confirmed sighting of her was
Also,
this date, this time.
it's an ongoing investigation, so you don't want
True.
to give out as much
So
evidence
you
as
think
you
it
have.
might
True.
be like that one case?
Which case
like a
is
year
that,
ago
Greg?
with the girlfriend and the boyfriend had
like
an
Gabby
arg-
Petito.
Abby.
Oh, yeah, Petito. And
Could be. But when we were talking about the laptop,
Yeah,
so
the
when
laptop,
they
right.
they flipped the car, they brought it out. The contents of the car, some of the contents of the car fell out, including her laptop, which is huge. If they haven't found the phone, which this makes me think they have found the phone because they weren't as concerned about this laptop. But the laptop fell out, chargers, other things that were in her vehicle fell out. A guy that was on a canoe or kayak, whatever, came out a few days later and found this stuff and called the police and
Found
said,
the laptop?
I found this stuff.
Yeah,
and
on his
I
paddleboard,
Yeah,
and
and he's
clear
like,
as
I
day, you
found
could
this.
see it in the water.
This stuff. Do y'all want to come get it? And he sat there over an hour, and the cops eventually showed up, I suppose.
Well, they're
after.
busy.
The day after.
They're very busy. There's.
But if you've
this
got
is bear
this many
season.
man hours on this, and you've got the FBI, you've got Prosser County, you've got, you've got
excuse me,
so many.
Excuse me.
That's somebody patrolling the area.
Yeah, you got
person hours. Okay.
That's somebody
you're right,
patrolling
you're
their area, though.
Yeah.
All right, so-
I mean, they could have sent somebody out there. So they're
Who's
not
this-
as concerned about this laptop, which makes me think
Who's this?
They probably found
Dre
the phone.
McCrae.
she's not involved in this case.
Okay. All right. I don't know why it's in this timeline.
but wanted by the Yuma police. I used to live out in Yuma.
Yuma.
Oh.
Yuma, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
But the diver himself also says that things don't add up.
So he wasn't the actual diver. He is
Okay.
the lead.
Uh-huh.
So they now have multiple teams that go out to different locations.
Mhm.
So he's the lead.
Investigators and
on that
rescue divers joining
team.
forces at the
his
Prosser Creek
guy
Reservoir
is
in Trenton.
he is a diver, but the other guy is the one who went down.
was pulled out of the water Sunday night. A volunteer search group called Adventures with Purpose says their divers found that car as well as a body here, the same area where 16-year-old Kiely...
That's got to be embarrassing that the YouTube channel finds it before the investigators.
Yes and no. Again, if it was cleared, because this was day 2 that they were there, that they found it at Prosthetic, because they cleared Boca and all the other local lakes
Rodni
first.
was reported missing.
It was a pretty big stretch for them to look for her. She could have been anywhere.
Adventures with Purpose says the car they found matches the description of Kylie's car.
How far from the campsite to
600 feet.
So it was right there, right where the party was.
3/10 of a mile is what they said. Yeah.
It had not yet
Could have been the
confirmed
difference
identity
between
of the
a wrong
body that was
turn.
found.
It just baffles me that they weren't able to locate her in 2 weeks.
Kiely was last seen on August 6th at a party with hundreds of other teens at the Prosser Family Campground. Several law
Even the
enforcement
video of
agencies,
them
including
finding.
the Placer and Nevada County Sheriff's Offices, California Highway Patrol, and the FBI, have been searching for Kiely ever since.
For them to not be able to find...
Yeah, we know that.
Even in the video of them locating the car, the diver comes up and you can tell that he's visibly shaking because he's just seen her body in the back of this vehicle, and he's shaken, and he says, call the authorities, and he immediately says that this is suspicious.
I tried to get my rescue buddies, my rescue diver buddies, on the show, and they said, no, we don't want to touch this.
Which says a lot.
Yep. I thought that was interesting.
And there's a lot of silence in this case that I feel like says a lot.
What do you make of this picture here, Jill? It's the vehicle.
Yeah.
And body found behind the back seat.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, maybe in the crash, underwater, not wearing a seatbelt, floats back there. I don't know.
She couldn't have been moving that fast, though. With the terrain that it was. He said when he took his all-terrain vehicle out there, he almost flipped. And he's used to driving in this kind of vehicle, in this kind of terrain.
Driver's side rear window halfway down.
Yes.
Okay. Front passenger side window broken. How did the car flip? And there wasn't like car debris all over the beach or anything like that.
The car flipped. It went in upright, and then it flipped after it was already in the water, which is that's what happens. The wheels will cause it, or the tires will cause it to flip.
Because the windows were down. Well, it's kind of funny because the passenger window broken and the one behind you is halfway down. They don't go all the way down. So when you get the water filled in like that, it's gonna...
And it's go down faster.
And it turns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's only a matter of 6 to 10 minutes before all of this happens, and it's completely gone underwater.
Yeah, that's
the diver.
She was found in the back.
And this is his first
the
time
back hatch.
actually finding a body.
Yeah.
And she was 5'7".
Yeah, she was.
Oh, yeah.
5'7",
my opinion of this, she was dead in.
Oh,
because there's no way her body going to float back there. It would have floated out the window.
They said it would have been very, very difficult for her body to have had to fold up to get between the headrests of the back seat to land in the very back. But that it is possible, and sometimes it's human nature to be trying to swim towards the top, and that would have been the top of what was at the lake. Would have been the very back of the car.
She would have thought would have been the top.
So she maybe would have thought.
So
that's how you got it. But why would she not go out any of these windows that were open?
Well, this is the Adventures with Purpose.
Yes.
This is the team, the YouTube team?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what
official investigation,
Doug and Nick have to say.
Excuse me. An official identification of the remains will be made and announced by authorities once their investigations are complete. Please understand and respect this is a highly active investigation by the FBI and multiple local sheriff's departments, and we are limited to the scope of details we can release.
I expect him to have an Australian accent, by the way.
So
you know what I mean?
He looks like what's his name?
He looks like someone that Mick Dundee fought in a bar in Crocodile Dundee.
No, he looks like what's his name from?
He looks like Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Woody
Yeah,
Harrelson
that's
from like
what it
Zombieland
is,
and
yeah.
stuff.
He looks like Woody Harrelson. A white man can't jump days. Right. He looks like Billy Ho.
Search for Kiely at Prosser Creek Reservoir on August 21st at 10:40 a.m. We placed 2 sonar boats in the water. By 11:15 a.m., Nick detected an object underwater using cutting-edge Garmin sonar technology. I was able to then confirm that it was in fact a vehicle in roughly 14 feet of water. and only 55 feet offshore.
And why didn't the authorities do this? Before
Apparently they
YouTube
did.
channel?
Now, I did watch the entirety of the video where they found her, and he did have some questions. When he pulled up on it and he saw it on the Garmin, he said, there's something down here. I don't know what it is. It might be a boat. It might be a vehicle. It was showing up a little bit differently than some things would.
Yeah,
but he did also say
But if it's 14
that
feet, you gotta
it's
go take a
more
walk.
like
Right.
what the newer cars would show up like versus what they don't. That's not normally what they're
Nick
looking
suited
for
up
as a newer
in his
car.
dive gear and conducted the dive.
I could tell
formally
that that's a car.
identified.
Yeah, you could see the
on that
tire.
angle. Me running
Right.
OTS comms topside. Once we confirmed it was indeed Kiely's vehicle, we immediately notified family, law enforcement, and Dad and Grandpa were on scene within minutes. Please refer to our episodes for complete search.
Josh Wilkins
investigation
says stiff
that we
bodies are not
conducted.
flexible.
These
No, they're
episodes
not.
will
And
be
they,
released
well, he also said if she
very
was
soon.
already dead, she
Again,
would have
this
been.
takes time
stiff.
to edit.
Yeah.
So
With a
we
more
will need to put these
Yeah.
together.
How
in
long
an
does it take for
appropriate way
rigor
in order
mortis to
respect
set
law
in?
enforcement as well as the family.
I want to say seven
That
hours.
those should be out. I
Yeah,
would
I have no
estimate
idea.
probably within,
Then after that, you
the
got to
next
cut
week
the
or so.
tendons.
But I think the biggest thing that's going to give me a whole lot more answers, and I think that it would help kind of shut down a lot of things.
They cleaned it
I
up
need to
nice.
know if there is water in her lungs.
Right.
Right.
That's what I need to know.
Well, and that the autopsy's already been done.
Well, are they going to release it?
I think the toxicology's been done. The autopsy they're still waiting on. The other weird thing about this, and this is apparently something that is pretty regular in California. I think it's like 48 out of the 58 counties. The coroner and the sheriff is the same person for that county. There's also
small counties.
questions that the sheriff's son was at this party. There's a lot of people that aren't talking. I understand why we're not seeing photos. There's a lot of minors. There's a lot of that. But
Do you think there is a cover-up?
I think there's something going. There's
it's a
something
cover-up.
going on. There's something.
And you think it's like good old boy stuff going on?
I don't necessarily know that. I don't think it's anything that's really law enforcement related. I think that law enforcement is possibly, this is just my own personal opinion, and I'm very pro law enforcement.
Yeah.
I think that they are
Except when they,
trying
you
to
know.
help their kids out.
Right.
I think that that's what they're doing. I think that she was possibly I think she possibly overdosed, and they freaked out. They didn't know what to do. They're all like, we're all going to get in trouble. She's dead. What are we going to do? Because someone supplies these drugs. Someone supplied the alcohol. They realized they could get in a lot of trouble for this.
She's a very skinny girl, she was.
I wonder. And
Very
they said
thin.
she hung out with druggies. That was her
Yeah.
thing. They said that she was drinking and drugging. Now, I don't know
Who's they
if
that said this?
people that were at the party,
That
people
could
that
be
have come
them.
forward and said, you know, she was known to hang out with druggies. She also, the other weird part about it is she didn't go to school with all these other people. She went to a charter school.
Mm-hmm.
She was also homeschooled. She graduated early. So she didn't have as many contacts at this party as other people did. So I you know, you just wonder. There weren't as many people looking out for her that were looking out for maybe Sammy and Mags
They
and all
haven't
these other
released
people.
they haven't released the
toxicology
No,
results.
and they
they said they're not going to give us any more information until November.
November. Why? After the midterm elections?
I have no right. Why November?
Were the Clintons there?
Could be. Chelsea might have been there.
So they know something.
Well, they did say that the party got broken up about 12:30 ish.
There was
because
a little
some
bit of
people
stuff.
came, and then everyone was fleeing.
But they also said that this was an organized party and that campground rules are you have to be out of there by 12:15. So there was, some people say there was a mass exodus. Those are their words, not mine. And that something happened. There was drama and everyone fled really quickly. There were fights and whatever else. Some people say they all just left because it was time to leave and they would be in trouble if they were there any later than 12:30. So
curfew.
Someone also said that she got into an argument and a fight right before she went missing.
yes, with some girl, but this is a mystery.
But more information will be released in November. Is that, do you think, based on the parents' request, or? I mean,
I
what
don't-
do you make
I
of the
don't
parents in
know.
all this? Is there a father figure? All I saw was the mom in the
Yeah, so the dad, I take it, I don't know this for a fact, I take it the parents are split up. The dad and the grandfather were there when they pulled everything out. The mom wasn't.
It's a crazy story.
And the mom's getting some slack on social media. I don't
Why?
really know why.
So was the boyfriend
but
for posting his.
The mom's getting some slack for
the ex-boyfriend.
some reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, everybody in this case is getting some sort of pushback on social media because everybody is suspicious of everyone.
Why do we love
at
these
the end of the
stories
day?
so much?
Because it
I
heightens
don't
our
know.
Right?
You know,
it heightens our
it's-
arousal.
We're
We're so
for
used
Jill,
to
sir.
stories and movies and all of these other things.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of what it is. This is real life, and we're following these cases.
Yeah, it's like I think it's us being lazy because this is what makes great books, and now we don't have to read it. We can just watch it, play
Well,
along.
that and we're
wait
so
for
used
it,
to
the
instant
suspense.
gratification, things like this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting instant gratification, so I'm constantly looking for more things so I can figure it out to get that instant gratification. Whether it's true or whether it's not, I'm still looking for answers because I want it now.
Yeah.
I'm not used to waiting, and nobody else is either.
You know who else isn't waiting? Remember we did this yesterday, right?
Ron DeSantis.
Oh yes.
DeSantis flew some,
non-sanctioned states.
illegal aliens
To the
and were brought to
non-sanctioned states.
Yeah, to Martha's Vineyard. Well, they're getting a little butthurt about it.
Yeah, that's NIMBY.
Here we go. Where is she?
Where is she?
So this lady, she's in charge of like the homeless in Martha's Vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
All one of them?
So she must have the most cozy job
Well,
in
now
the world.
51 of them.
Right.
I mean, we saw all the prices yesterday.
Yeah,
We
the
went into
housing
it all.
market there start at
boy.
1.4 million.
So
What a life.
yeah, her name is Lisa Belcastro. Okay, that's why they put her in charge of homeless because her last name is Belcastro.
Mhm.
And let's see. So Belcastro, who herself lives in a lavish 4-bed and 4-bath, $3.6 million property. All right. Okay, yes, she's one of the liberal officials who declared it a humanitarian emergency
For 50 people.
for 50 people. Right.
They don't have room.
Except Texas deals with 5,000
A day. A day.
A day.
So, what are the most
But we just don't have room.
The difficult challenges are we have, at some point in time, they have to move from here to somewhere else.
Oh, so sorry.
NIMBY.
We don't want you here, is what
NIMBY.
she just said.
Not
basically.
in my backyard.
Right. I think it's about, 92% of Martha's Vineyard voted for the people who want these policies in place of open border and sanctuary cities. Well, now you get to feel it. You know what I mean? Now you know
That's what they wanted.
what you're feeling for. Good for Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott
Right?
of Texas.
We cannot. We don't
Hysterical,
have the services.
actually.
It is. It's a brilliant maneuver.
Wait a minute.
And we certainly don't have housing. We're in a housing crisis.
Y'all
as
got
we
the
are
money,
on this
though.
island.
We're in a housing
And
crisis. That's a lie.
They
We
got the
don't have
money.
the housing.
Oh, they got big enough houses to put them in there.
I was
Right.
on.
Why don't you let them move in with you? Take a couple in. If everyone takes a couple in, then you'll be
Right.
fine.
I went on Airbnb.
Uh-huh.
Okay, to do my research. They have plenty of available openings. Summertime, no, not really.
But
now,
But no, that's not available because that's their source of
listen,
income. So that's not an available
If they're not making
location.
no money,
Right. If
You
somebody
know,
almost moves
but-
in, they can't.
but they
well, I mean,
Airbnb?
if you're talking like in New York City where they're renting out entire hotels, Martha's Vineyard can rent out the Airbnbs for them.
no, New York City. See what they're doing now?
Throwing them out to the suburbs.
They're sending them to no, that's in Chicago.
Oh, right.
In New York, so New York sanctuary city. Okay,
Hard to keep track of what the.
Eric Adams says it's too dangerous here for them to be here, so they send them to Florida. Right. So it's going to go to Florida, and then Ron DeSantis is going to be like this. All right, where's the sanctuary city list?
Yep.
Okay.
We going over.
Baltimore.
Oh, look.
Send them to Baltimore.
There's an entire sanctuary state. What is that? Oh, California. The entire state
Right,
is a
yep.
sanctuary state.
And they're moving out in droves, so they've got places for them.
I mean, they did go up and post up in front of Washington D.C. in front of VP's house, Harris's house.
And they, yeah. So Abbott did that yesterday. And
Bush showed up with them, dropped them off.
And so nonetheless, there's people that are like, oh, why doesn't DeSantis and Abbott just send them back to their nations where they come from? It doesn't work like that. The states don't have that power. That's a federal obligation. But I say Ron DeSantis, when they get sent back to Florida, Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Right to Beverly Hills. Keep doing these posh areas where all these people, yes. Oh, I'll vote for you. Open borders, sure, great policy. Keep sending them to their houses.
Yep.
And I'm sorry that these are people that are being used as pawns.
But they've been using them ever since before the election.
But
before they even got here.
We have got to stop this open border stuff. Okay,
Border?
2 million people coming in illegally. That is an invasion, my friends.
Yep, and it's illegal.
It is illegal. Their first act in our country is
Breaking the law.
breaking the law.
Right.
That's not a good way to start. My first action in this, in coming into this country, was getting spanked by the nurse. Boom.
I knew that was coming. I
Did you?
knew that was
Yeah.
coming. I saw it.
Most people scream. I laughed and
So,
lit a cigar.
My brother has a theory on why they allow the illegals to come in.
Vote. That's why
Not
they
that they're voting.
They don't want no people to have IDs when they vote.
But it has nothing to do with the actual fact that they want to vote. My brother's theory, and I kind of back him up on this, is as a rule, they want to go to major cities, New York City, all the Houston, which is Democrat, and they'll overpopulate those cities so that they can get more Democratic representatives.
Yeah, the way that they're doing, and I understand this theory, and I don't think it's a theory. I think it's implementation. So we got about another 6 years, 7 years until we do the census. You okay?
Mhm.
Right.
When you do the census, hey, who are you? Well, they took away that non-citizens could be a part of the census. When you have more people, you get more congressional districts, and when you get more congressional districts, you get more electoral college votes.
Yep, and that's what
And that's
really
what's
counts.
doing it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
They're taking over.
And
because they can't take in the cities.
It used to be that non-citizens could not be a part of that.
Yeah.
And then they took away, well, you can't ask if they're a citizen or not. That's racist.
No, it's not.
Right, Bay, I know.
Why should you be able to make a decision that impacts our country if you are not a member of our country?
And that's nothing against anyone. Just,
Right.
I'm sorry. You want to be on the cool kids club?
Right.
There's the line.
Well, and it's not like it's an impossible task. There is a way to go about it.
Yeah, and of
there are
course
plenty of people that do. So
I mean, it is a long process. I
Right.
think it's like 10 years.
Yes.
But
there are
Sorry.
people that do it.
It's sorry. Show that you have a skill. Do it the legal way. Be like, listen, hey, I run 3 businesses in my home country. I could do that here.
Okay.
And that's when they go like this. All right, you, front of the line. Come on up. It is a supply and demand. It's basic business.
Because you can't go anywhere else and try to do that.
No.
They won't allow it.
Or
And there's red tape involved in everything that you do.
Send them
so
to
if
Canada.
there's something as big as moving to another country, you have to understand that there are going to be certain things that you have to do before you can do that.
So, I mean, they have the availability if they want to fast track it instead of taking 10 years, join the military.
That is true.
That is true.
I knew a couple people that did it like that.
It's according to the USCIG.gov.
No, just go to Canada. That's all.
Yep.
If you served 1 year in the armed forces, you can fast track your naturalization.
Ontario, Canada.
Oh my!
This high school
Lord
teacher
have mercy.
Why does that look like a dude?
with such big fake boobs.
It kind of does with the wig on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That looks like a dude.
Did you see this?
I missed this. This must be what's on your For
I'm
You
on
page.
Redox. Redox.com.
So the left picture looks like the Secretary of Health.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yep. So the photos and videos
New wig.
This is out of a Canadian
New
high
wig
school
Goodis.
are going viral as they show a male teacher wearing what appears to be a large prosthetic breasts in full view of young students.
Veins and all.
Okay, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what's your
I
question?
didn't realize in just looking at this picture, I wasn't
Mhm.
looking at anything else. I didn't realize that wasn't real.
Oh yeah, these are prosthetic
That
boobies.
yeah, that adds a whole lot to this conversation.
Right, those are fake nipples on there. So, the shocking media first began to circulate on Twitter earlier this week with multiple accounts sharing a mobile phone video and stills of a shop teacher demonstrating how to use a circular saw. Oh, boy. Look at that. It's a working hazard, isn't it?
Right. How
I
can
don't know.
she get anything done?
Shim backs away enough.
I don't get it. Why
Maybe it's
be
a security feature. Maybe she's like trying to keep whatever off her belly.
I don't know. It's too much. You know what I mean?
But now, how do you know they them feel like they them are a male or female?
And listen, I get it.
Question?
My stop doing this in front of
She
kids.
goes by
that's all.
Kayla Lemieux.
But that,
Yeah.
I mean,
Lemieux.
Yeah, Lemieux.
Lemieux.
So
that's
multiple photos and videos have surfaced, of the same individual instructing young students, and in all of them, he is wearing the oversized bust. So the media has been confirmed as originating from Oakville Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. The man is seen in photos and videos as a manufacturing technology instructor who allegedly began identifying as a woman last year. The teacher now goes by the name Kayla Lemieux.
Well, you know, it's crazy. As I've also seen another video and pictures circulating of a teacher, a female teacher, who has a very small waist and very large hips, a nice round backside. And she's getting so much scrutiny because she's a teacher and she has a great body and she dresses for her body, and everyone's talking negatively about her and how she's a distraction and she shouldn't be doing this. But then we have this. This is not allowed to be a distraction? We're not allowed to talk negatively about this?
oh, this is a mass.
Cindy Gilbert in the comments says, are those strap-ons? I'm not sure.
I mean, I think they would have to be.
Here is one student on Twitter said, quote, "The kids here most definitely don't think it's normal, but realistically, we can't say anything. The teacher was a man. I don't think the school can fire him."
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know. That's technically they may be able to because that's Canada. They don't have the same.
Yeah.
They don't have the same constitutions. We have.
No, it's worse. It's worse. They don't even have freedom of speech up there.
No, they don't.
No, they don't have a 2A either.
All right. So Lemieux is listed with the faculty directory as on the OTHS website.
Got a nice smile.
His official school email address is also connected to a Google account, which has a photo visually verifying his identity. All right. It's a nice filter right there.
I was about to say from the chin up, it kind of looks like Carrie Underwood.
No, don't do that to her.
Kinda.
That's rude.
So, Redux.
I like Carrie.
Redux reached out to OTHS administrators for comment, and they did confirm that Lemieux is currently employed at the school, but refused any further questions. So, Oakville Trafalgar High School is overseen by the Halton District School Board, the HDSB, which has begun promoting gender identity ideology in schools in recent years. So, yeah, this Lemieux is not going anywhere. Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
No. Nope.
Oh, boy. Well, there you go. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Like we've always been saying, you give an inch, they take triple Fs. Right.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? This is too much now.
Well, I mean, and just at that point, you're obviously trying to bring attention to yourself at this point. If you want to identify as a female and all that,
that's what it's all about. The whole thing. That's what it's all about. Is just look at me, look at me, look at me.
That it's like, all right,
it's
well,
a me thing. Me.
Where's the teacher?
Everything's me. Look at me.
Look what I can do.
It's all Stuart. Stuart, right? That's all it is. It's I don't want to go. No, don't touch. Look at me. Look what I can do. I've had enough.
That's not even as big as they get. I just Googled the.
Oh no.
102 triple Z is the largest they can get. Or according to
Jill, what would you do? How would you make this person beautiful? How could you do it?
Oh my goodness.
Jill Brooks Beauty Bar.
That's me.
You can make people better looking, right?
Well, we just add a little sparkle to themselves.
About JB. Right.
About me. That's me.
I'm glad you didn't do a typo and it goes about BJ. Right?
Yeah, we try to keep that off of the salon page.
That's a totally different website. Let's see. I got,
peanut butter jelly.
The links are in the description of. Also a musician, fantastic musician at that.
Thank
by the
you.
way. All
Thank
right.
you.
This video, wow, friggin' while ago, but this
Throwback,
still a
right?
great song.
Thank you.
Where was this? Where was this filmed? What's the name of the song?
Columbia, Tennessee, right
Mhm.
on the square. Kind of before Columbia was a cool thing.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Maybe you're the reason.
I would love to claim that, but, you know.
Self-proclaimed.
And then this is The Crash. I wrote it with Curtis Grimes, who
Right.
was on the first season of The Voice.
Yeah.
He's a Texas artist. He now does like gospel, Texas
and
country.
this song is about it's a pretty good story actually. So he's got an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
And it's kind of holding not only just you back, but the both of you back.
Right.
Right. And you're trying to help, and obviously he doesn't want the help more than he wants the alcohol.
Right.
And the end result maybe does not fare too well for him.
Right.
Here we
He's
go.
addicted to alcohol. I'm addicted to him, and neither one of those things.
Did you snort
go
him?
very well? I did not.
No?
I refrained from that.
Did you Joe Biden him? The Crash.
Gotta have the electric steel guitar.
Absolutely. This was filmed at like 3 a.m.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What
this
bar
part.
is that?
The Rusty Duck in Columbia, Tennessee.
You have good teeth.
Thank you. I had braces.
Yeah. Do you wear braces now?
No.
And were those really random people walking by putting money in the case, or were they actors?
No, they were actors. Yeah.
Impressive.
Columbia doesn't really have like. I mean, now we do, but
Yeah, now they do. There you guys are. You're getting all frustrated, and what does he need? He needs a little sip.
a little Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
We're just
Question.
trying to make music together.
What were you looking at when you were looking through there? Because I know the kitchen really doesn't line up.
It actually does, surprisingly enough.
So you're looking through here, and you can see him.
I can. I mean, yes and no, but that.
Oh, you're a good
basically,
actress.
yeah.
You're a
Thank
good
you.
actress.
Thank you. Told you how old this song is. Look at those text message bubbles.
Look at that phone.
I know, right?
So great.
2013 call.
That's my daddy's truck.
Oh, is that your father's
It
truck?
is. It is.
No, that's country. That's daddy's truck.
It's a great truck. He didn't show up outside of Killian's?
He didn't. He stood me up for a show. That is my dad in the red. You see that?
Wait, you hoard out your father?
I did. My
Did you
mom
pay
and
him?
my dad.
That's your pops?
No, my dad basically paid me for this video.
That's awesome.
I need that gig.
Who is he talking to?
My mama.
Oh, okay. Thank
Yep.
God. I was like, oh
Yep,
my God,
that's
you
my
caught
mama.
him. You caught
Yep.
him.
And then my brother's over here on the left-hand side.
Talking to that girl.
Yep.
I'm hoping that's a girlfriend.
No, I don't even know. I can't.
When I first saw that, I'm like, who is this creepy guy?
He's actually a Grammy Award winner.
Yes, I know now.
Yeah, yeah.
But this guy, I'm like, wow, she had a real creepo in there, like staring at her. But we find out more in a bit. Who gave you 100?
The creepo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's how this goes. Yeah.
I wouldn't leave the 100 in the jar, by the way.
No, better take it out.
Yep. Oh. Now, did you guys do this on purpose to make him be like, oh, he gave 100, he's creepy? Like, to
I mean,
throw us
not to
off?
make it creepy. No, no, that wasn't part of
Because
the story,
everybody
yeah.
watching this goes like, creepo. We're not thinking what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean,
Babe, what do you think's gonna happen?
It seemed like a record deal.
Oh.
look, see.
But babe, didn't you think he was creepy?
No. Musician. Remember, I know A lot of wannabe
Yup.
rappers.
That's like a 99.9% chance of not really happening.
Yes. Is that what you really wear to bed?
What you doing?
I mean, that is a robe that I actually wore that earlier today.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You still got the same robe.
I do.
Now, is that real, Jack?
No, it's
Thank
sweet tea.
God.
Yeah, we put it in something else so we could drink that later.
Did he call and report a domestic?
No.
For
no
you
one,
touching him?
No.
Look.
Assault.
No
Oh,
calls.
look, the hat's on the floor. That's
Yeah.
it. It's over.
Yeah.
You hit him.
Yeah.
That is domestic.
Listen, as somebody who has been a victim of abuse, that's assault.
I just didn't want him to drink the Jack Daniels.
I got my ass handed to me one night.
I take it back. He threw the hat down.
He threw the hat down. Yeah.
She nailed me so hard.
Oh.
Hey, boom. Crazy.
You got really nice penmanship.
Thank you.
It wasn't hers. It was her father's.
No, that's mine.
Oh, here's the creepo.
There he is.
Okay, do you see?
I got me a sugar daddy. He showed up for our
That's
date.
exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
a sugar granddad.
That's
Nah.
exactly
That's
what
a
I was
sugar
He's
thinking.
here. He's like, all right, we
Say,
gotta
come
go.
on, Come on. You're
Eddie
on-
V's is calling, baby.
You're on the clock, kid. Right. Do you see what I'm saying? How someone
I get
could perceive
it.
this as...
I understand. Yeah. I mean, I wrote the treatment for this, so you can't. I'm the only person to blame.
I noticed the ring is no longer on the
No
hand.
longer,
Did
yeah.
you
took it off.
Were you
I took
guys
it off.
aware of the ring stuff? You know, like I think you messed up a part here where you had the ring on, even
Did
though
I?
it was after. Yeah.
Oh.
And this guy wants some more drinks.
Nah, I think you've had
Another
enough.
drink.
You've had
Good
enough. Columbia has had enough of you.
Is that a real glass or sugar glass?
Real glass. Real
And-
glass.
Okay, so the cutaway. Tell me about it.
Listen, I know.
Okay.
Now looking at it, back then,
All
it was
right.
like, that is so dope. And now when I look at it, it's like, right.
That's all. That's
it's
all.
terrible
No,
now.
it's not bad.
Terrible now.
There's the ring.
Yeah, so there's a difference.
Yeah,
I know, but
Yeah, I've been
I get
filming
it.
this since the beginning.
But,
Yeah.
But next time, I'll be your director, okay?
Okay.
We won't have creepos in there. All right? Grammy awarding creepos. But yes, a certain part of the song. Okay, Jill. Gotta
Take
off
the ring off. Yeah, I gotcha.
But that's all right. It's still fantastic.
Get off me.
Instead of slow motion, I would have done this in fast forward motion and had
He
the
plays a
Benny
very
Hill
good
music
drum.
in the background. Oh, there she is. She's at the AVNs now. Do you know what the AVN awards are?
No.
It's the porn awards.
Oh, well,
'Cause
that's
you're with
why
that
I
creepy
don't
guy.
know what the avians are.
Yeah, me neither. I had to look it up. There he is. Right?
And he literally right there, he said, smile. He was like actually directing me because I was
That's pretty good.
creeped out.
Yeah, were you?
No, I wasn't. He's a super nice
Now,
guy.
was it?
He wrote like Red on a Rose, the
Oh.
Alan Jackson song.
Was there anyone in the crowd, or was it all just part of the show?
There were some people out there, but it was mostly like production people.
Yeah.
It
That's
wasn't like an
awesome.
actual crowd.
Yeah, you did good. It's
Thank
a good
you.
video.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, do more when you get a chance. They're not cheap either.
That's the I
They're
mean
not
that's the
cheap either.
plan. That's we've got a record coming out next year, early next year. So
Do you?
yeah, I'm super excited. This is the first
all
one that
are.
I get to really. Before I was so afraid of people thinking that I was cocky and that I knew more than I did, and that I was trying to be a bitch, really. And so
Were
I let
you?
everybody else, no, not at all. Like I let everybody else kind of drive the boat. I would give opinions, but I would say, you know more than me. So if you think that's better, then you do it. And that's kind of how I let things go because I thought that's what I was supposed to do because I thought I was supposed to play the nice
Who taught
girl.
you that?
I don't know. That was just something in my brain. It wasn't anything that anybody taught me. But I have obviously grown up a lot since then. That was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's just a different situation now. I feel I'm a totally different person as an artist, but I feel confident in driving the boat and making big decisions and doing things, with my music. And because I'm unfortunately getting older.
Give
so
us,
I feel like this is one of my last.
Give us some tips on how to look younger. Real easy.
What
do you know?
Look yonder, Botox.
What do you know about collagen?
A lot.
Yeah, do tell.
Collagen's great. It's fantastic.
Go
Hair,
on.
skin, nails, does a little bit of everything.
Now,
it's good.
not really good as a topical, but taking it ingest.
Yeah, so
do tell.
they recommend Vital Proteins makes a really good collagen powder that you can put in your coffee.
Really?
It's the stuff. It's the stuff. Yep.
Is that your secret?
Is that my secret?
Yeah.
I can't tell you all my secrets.
What about?
Will it regrow hair?
Will it regrow hair? No, but you can do PRP injections. That will sometimes jumpstart things. And high frequency treatments on the scalp will also help.
Very nice. Very nice.
William Davis checking in. Better late than never, he
What's
says.
up, William Davis?
Hello.
How you doing? What is this one? Oh, this was when the that Indian girl said white people made her fat.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
It was a TikTok user. She was blaming white people for making India fat when she's like the only
Indian
fat person.
women.
India as in dot, not feather.
Right.
Not to offend anyone. It's the only way to explain it without wasting time. Jill, what'd you learn on the show today? Anything stand out for you?
Yeah, I learned what AVN was.
Me too.
So that was big.
I think AVN. Could you look that up, Chris? Producer
I will
Chris?
get right on it.
AVN.
Your search history is going to be very exciting.
So I use DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They don't track you.
Oh.
Yeah, and I use Brave.
I do use Brave every now and
Brave? Look, I'm learning
No.
all kinds of stuff.
Brave is the way to go.
So it's just like
Enough
a
of
search
Google.
engine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're not going to sell your crap off.
Yeah.
DuckDuckGo
I use
sells
Bing
too.
more than I use Google
Okay,
now.
yeah.
So I don't know if that is better or not.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Good for
The
you.
AVN Awards are movie awards sponsored and presented by the American adult video industry.
There you go. Yeah, you were right.
It's the AVNs.
Yep,
Lucky
that's
guess.
New for me.
Lucky guess.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you. Thanks
Good
for
job,
having
Tim.
me. I appreciate it.
Always.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Pornhub.
Chris, what do you say?
I say nothing. I learned a lot about Miss Brooks and how awesome the music really is.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But
we got some good stuff coming. Like that was good. But we got some really good stuff coming.
I'm gonna start. And now you're on all the socials, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
It's Jill
under-
Brooks everywhere except for TikTok. It's Jill Brooks official.
Oh,
look at you! Did you get check marked and everything?
I didn't. No. Somebody else
who
stole
had
the
Jill
Jill
Brooks?
Brooks.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a weight trainer, weightlifter girl who is obviously not me. That is named Jill Brooks, but
Being a user on TikTok.
yeah.
Have you ever read the agreements on there? You know, where you scroll down, you go, I agree, I understand, when you
Yeah,
create
no,
the account?
of course not.
It's scary.
I'm sure. I mean, I heard there was a lot of drama. I know initially when it kind of first kind of
You know who owns it,
really
right?
hit. China.
The Chinese
Right.
Communist Party.
Yeah.
CCP.
I mean, I don't
I hear
post
you.
anything
I hear
crazy,
you.
so
Just
I'm
saying,
not
just-
really
just
worried.
know that.
I have
Which
heard. I got my
means-
dad in my ear also saying that.
Well,
so.
they have in that where, say you do go to Google or
Yeah.
DuckDuckGo or
Yeah.
stuff like that, where it knows what letters you are typing in. That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Keystrokes.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things that do that though.
Mm-hmm. The
Well, that's-
AVN Awards.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of key.
That's a different kind of stroke. It's a different stroke, man.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Talk about Willis. Bay, what about you? You learn anything today?
The new cold case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Till November.
Yeah, till
So
November.
That's
November.
funny.
I'll keep you guys updated though.
Gotta look over here.
Well, you
Don't look
figure
over
it's only literally it's 2 weeks away.
See, with it being them
No,
saying
September, October,
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, November.
hey,
November.
Hi, I'm new here. Thanks for
I'll get
having
you
me.
a calendar
Yeah,
for
thanks.
Christmas.
I need one.
Yeah, the once that said that hey, we'll release more information in November. That then we are speculation that there were kids at these parties that are sheriffs or
High-ranking
right,
officials,
right.
kids, as I say.
Either that or they're
Yeah.
going to make an arrest, and then they can expose everything.
Everything else at that point, yeah. I mean, they've even named names as to the children and the sheriff and all that.
What's the
so-
YouTube group name too that was out there?
Adventures with Purpose.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they found out that they were the killers?
No, because they do so much good
No.
stuff.
Yes, Adventures with Purpose is awesome. I do have one thing to say about Adventures with
Yeah.
Purpose. For some reason, the reward that was offered for $70,000 for Kiely Rodni just happened to expire the night before Adventures with Purpose found her body.
No.
When does reward expire, and when is it 2 weeks after? I have a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions here,
That's true.
right?
I didn't even think of
And
that.
Adventures with Purpose, they take
over here
most of the money and they put it right back into the business, or they give
Yeah.
it to the family.
Well,
it's not something that they're profiting off of.
They have a giant. They're a 503c, I believe, a nonprofit, and all the money that they get from their YouTube likes and all that go to help fund their next trip.
Well,
And they're very transparent about that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so
just like the teacher in
Questions.
Ontario. Very transparent.
yeah, transparent. It's not the word I would
Transparent.
use.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the. Yeah. Hey, have a great weekend. Love each other, all right? Don't
Send
stop hating.
stars.
Yeah, send some stars if you're on Facebook. Much appreciated. Love it. Love it. And we'll catch you next time on the Joe Padula Show. America's Party with a Purpose. Absolutely.
Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. One of the most amazing things to do all year round is to visit some of the world's most beautiful places and scuba dive, creating a lifetime of memories with each trip. But first, you must get certified, and that's where Water Dogs comes in. They're right here in Clarksville, and the Water Dog team makes the scuba certification process affordable, fun, and effective. They'll even help you plan your trip. So if you're an expert diver or never seen the ocean, Water Dogs Scuba and Safety is ready to help show you the experiences of a lifetime. waterdogs-scuba.com.
Salutations! This is Casey Bryant with Local Clarksville. Don't forget to download our app to find local places to eat, shop, and play. Your